Kissy lippies. Like that? Anyways, chat, how's it going? Welcome to DDLC Plus. Chat, okay. We have so much to do and not so much time.
I'm very excited.
First of all, I unlocked the rest of the side stories.
Oh my god.
By playing through the game 3 more times. So, yeah. There we go, chat. Actually, I kind of played through it 4 times. But first, I need to show Mari something because she's curious what happens
I've been asking
if
about
you-
it since the beginning.
if you delete Monica from the beginning before you even start a new game. So, let's go find out, shall we? Because I know what happens, but Mari really does want to know.
I'm so excited.
Dokie. Here we go. We are chat, obviously. Here we go. Are you ready for this shit?
Yes.
What? What is this? Oh no. No. This can't be it. This can't be all there is. What is this? What am I? Make it stop! Please make it stop!
Oh my god!
Well, let's try opening DLC again. What happens?
Oh my god!
Your thoughts?
Is that it?
Yeah. Alright, so let's run reset.
Oh my
To
god.
reset the virtual machine.
Oh.
I'm well versed in this
God.
game by now. I'm well versed in the I literally have memorized what words each girl likes in the poem mini games. Cause I've literally had to
I mean,
Why
I
were
could
you in my
tell
basement, Rister?
Because it's fun in here.
Yo, look at the 4 characters. None, monitor, kernel, access. Who even knows anymore? Restoring entities. They're entities. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I gotta get through all this. Nah. Bobbity boopity. I agree to everything you ever wanted from me. Please torment me. Dan Salvato. Also, there's another technical route in the game that we have to do. Called the Dan route. There we go. It's apparently the good end, so, you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Okay.
But first, I unlocked a lot of loading screens. I have all the poems, except for some of Natsuki's, I think, that I'm missing. I don't know why. I unlocked, this is what happens if you go over to Natsuki's house to make cupcakes
Okay.
with her.
Okay.
That's fun. We've also got some other stuff here that I did by doing the other routes. Good stuff.
Wait,
good
how
stuff.
did you get those pictures?
Uh,
What happened in these scenarios?
well, this one you went to go get supplies, and Suri was a clumsy little girl and hit her head on like a doorknob or something. Getting manga with Natsuki, we're holding like a chair underneath her, and then she thinks we're pervert because she thinks we're looking up her skirt. Yeah. So special poems. Here's one. Can you hear me?
No.
I think we read this one already. So here we go. Well, I'll read this for you. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. So this is obviously from Yuri. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. So,
Sayori.
yeah. There's, oh man. Helicopter, it's me. What's up, coolest? Rister, hello, DR Jason. Looking at NSFW, they're all over 18. That's true. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was watching and talking TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at the moment. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. So there's that. I think we went. Yeah, we read this one.
I didn't.
Bedroom, kitchen. You know, just your usual stuff. But you know, I also unlocked some more concept sketches. Which is fun.
Wait, go back. The other one.
This one. Select the word Doki Doki during a poem game. It's fun. Delete Monika's character file before starting the new game. Which is what we just did. Perfect poem for Natsuki. I'll write all 3 poems for Natsuki. Write a perfect poem for Sayori. Write all 3 poems for Sayori. In Act 1, attempt to load a save file after Sayori's death. That's the one. That one breaks my heart. During the game, write a perfect poem for Yuri. All 3 poems for Yuri. In Act 3, delete Monika's character file before she begins her monologues. So like, I just immediately delete her. Provided in an email communication. So who even knows anymore? Call for Sayori for help. There we go. Tell Sayori you would still walk home with her. Experience Naisuke's play with me scene, which is the thing we watched on YouTube. Rister on stream. What? Yeah, NSFW on stream. We've already gotten these ones. This is a new one that I got. In Act 2, make it through the weekend without pressing skip. So you know when Yuri's like dead and like all that text and I pressed skip to go through it and it was still really long? I got this by not pressing skip.
Oh my God. Dude.
Mm-hmm. Delete Monika for the second time. They're all on a Zoom call. It's beautiful. Anyways.
I don't think it's Zoom.
It is not Zoom. Anyways, we have side stories to do.
Cover your eyes, kiddos.
Right? Okay,
What,
so
spoilers?
so we beat these first 2 already.
Shrimp.
Indeed. So we're gonna start off with respect, which is
Remember
Natsuki and Monika.
The good old days when you could say the S word without getting
Mm-hmm. Right. It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have seen before. Hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve.
This is a good shirt.
I'm sorry. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the Literature Club? Shutting down. I'm sorry. I binge watched Game Grumps' Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough while I was playing it last night. I really want to do Monika in a robot voice, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah, come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. There, all sweaty. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori, Monika, and Monika follows by sitting nearby. Blah, blah, blah. I'm staring at that for hours. Oh no, dude, not Diamond. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay, well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally from In the Debate Club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the Literature Club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have that vibe of evil supreme leader? Oh, you know, like, never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard, especially myself. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Poetry. Oh, yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult. The sound, yeah, I mean, they are all 18, Jack. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'm gonna be an adult soon.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
And then the internet.
You'll be able to vote.
Right. I'll be 18,
Like
and then your birthday's in September, so you've got to like go into exile once I turn 18 until September, and then you can come back.
I have to leave? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm kidding. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming fills up the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. I'm lesbian. Well, I guess that... Oh, me too. How do you know? Well, I guess at least me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. I'm super hipster.
And I like leaving my house because my
Right.
dad and parents have used
There's a special poem about that. We
Oh.
haven't gotten it yet, but there's a special poem about Natsuki's dad.
I will eat him.
It's called Things I Like About Papa.
Nothing.
And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. And Monica's is probably vanilla. What the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Her favorite is like
What would you guess?
metallic.
Metallic. I would say like
We don't want Rister to be Pluto. Y'all gotta break up till Mari turns 18.
we were born in the same year. In the same year.
In the
It's
same room.
Fine. Ew.
What?
How are we? That's not possible.
It's a coincidence.
What
What
is
is
it?
it? September 9th.
Of the same year,
Mm-hmm.
which is all you have to know.
Yes. So chat.
If you wanna do
So
that
if
math,
you
do
want to
that
link,
math.
if you want to link your Amazon wish list in the chat, I know I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
let me just
No, thank you, Nate, for the bit. Welcome into the stream.
do what? Open a
I really
fucking-
need a disc to try
Oh
get
my
my
God.
PC working.
I hope it works soon, son.
We could
Watermelon.
open a P.O. box.
The co-host is here. Oh, is he co-host because he always talks in the TTS? Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you like just hang out or do you actually do club stuff? Oh, well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet since we only have like 3 members. So we just kind of loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking about time we start with like some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like to get the club to get into? Rooster's wish list for his birthday is 83 subs again. You know it.
Again.
You know it. Yeah, Diamond bought 83 gifted subs. It cost $400 for him.
Wow.
I got
okay.
200 of it. Oh, thank you for the bit, Nate.
I don't always speak in text-to-speech, Rister.
Okay, Nate, sounds good, man.
Did you listen to it?
More than 400? I did listen. Well, I guess I'm literature. I like manga. Mangoes. Manga? Get out! Get out! Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. Like after all, I've been doing all this, Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. God, haven't you ever? Here, she like busts out like Attack on Titan. Here, read. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature you're interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Oh! Dude.
What?
Monica deadass went, maybe this isn't the right club for you. Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weird guys.
That is very true.
Including Chat. Chat was originally gonna join anime club. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga's literature, right? I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically, I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join?
Really?
I won't bother anyone. If I can just like keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally anything, whatever you want me to do. It's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine.
Hey, there are 11 people watching. Vote.
What?
Vote.
Wait, should Rister make a P.O. box? I'm gonna say yay, but I don't know how. So like,
I can.
you know how?
Yeah.
I knew I picked a good one.
Listen, if everyone
Oh.
votes,
Manga is gay.
if you think manga is gay, then you clearly read
I
too much
mean-
of it.
Yeah. I hope we never find out then.
No. A PO
Tell
box
us your
does
address.
Not involve
All right,
an
247. I'm kidding. That's. You know what my address is. You know that wasn't even close.
address. No.
Natsuki exits the club room,
The
leaving.
confidence you exerted it made me
Nats-
double back.
Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Just like, ooh.
Diamond is
Yaoi,
gay because he loves
Manga's
manga.
only gay if you
Dang,
read Yaoi.
We will send you 50,000 pizzas. Yeah!
Oh!
Sayori with like a silent voice. Oh, I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah! Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you don't just want her to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Nate contributed 5 bits for the poll. Wow, good job, man. Fuck you, I rigged the vote. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so. Does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around.
Diamond!
What? No. Chat. I don't. Just in case there's this one guy. Nate is not currently banned. All right, everyone just fucked over Nate. Why would you do that? No, you're a pleasure to be around. Yeah, I was just fishing for a compliment. I know. But I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, all right. But I really am going to start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the 3 of them hear a thump against the door. Natsuki falls dead. What was that? Sherry stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it. Thank you. Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki
500
grunts.
If you're willing to pay 500 bits for another vote, then I would let you do that as many times as you want. Holy crap.
Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over
Wait,
and
what?
dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Siri giggles in excitement. While catching her breath, Natsuki replies, "There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them." Monica anxiously glances between Siri and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she really needs to kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. Seems like things are finally starting to get more serious. No balls, we took your balls. Alright, fair enough. At the next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed.
I have one of your balls. Balls? Why did I say it like that?
Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. There's animosity. Need help? No, I got it. Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation, but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet, where Natsuki's been hiding all her life, where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there. I can't reach up there. That'd be so inconvenient. Yeah, but Monica sighs. It's not circumcision. Whoa, that's not what that is. Chat, why are we talking about penises?
I don't know. I don't know.
The side stories are literally like anti-penis. I don't know what sense that makes, but it makes sense. Monica
And
sighs.
circumcision is not yet.
The teacher's going to ask what all this manga's doing in here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So? Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon. Suri spins into the club room. She's a helicopter. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Suri brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. By the way, when I was replaying the game in the different routes, Yuri can be so mean to Natsuki if you go with Yuri specifically. And eventually, Natsuki will just stop reading your poems if you go only Yuri, because she's like, you're just trying to impress her. You don't actually care about anyone else. And she leaves. But literally, there was this one time
I will
in
slaughter
like during
wings and
Act
diamond,
2
I swear
where
to
Yuri
God.
was like, no one fucking cares, Natsuki. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine again? And she ran out crying. It was so awful. Poor Natsuki. Anyways, I found some money and got a cookie. Ooh, that's so pretty. As Suri trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye.
Dude, Nate, what the fuck?
I will slaughter wings and diamond. If you do it with Doom music, then it's legal. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way! I saved up all my luck to find that money. Hajime, if you want to try to enter into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant.
Nate, stop it.
Defeated, Surya unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Whoa!
Dude.
To date? No shot. I know we're playing a dating sim, but then Yuri
Nate,
silently walks into the club room.
Nate, the line has been crossed.
There we go.
Stop joking.
Should Nate slaughter me and Diamond? I'm gonna vote no.
Did you vote the top one?
Yeah. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be
Rister
great.
says I have bitches. That's... Stop talking. Just...
Me?
No, them.
Okay. This sus guy again. LOL. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we could do some stuff as a group. Does that... Okay, what the hell is chat right now? Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else? Well, maybe. Something tells me that... Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally? You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we would all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki, didn't you say you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monika's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? Dude, this is the tension here, bro. I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I would really have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Oh no. Suri runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. For the second time today, Monica slumps down into a desk. Why am I being such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monica looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Me too, Yuri. Monica sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, well great, I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration and I guess guilt. Chat, why are you breaking each other's spine? I want to go home too, coolest. I'm literally in my room and I want to go home. What? Chat, calm down, please. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club, your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know, isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it, so I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her confrontations with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with manga. I'm really upset that I'll let myself do that. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She burns Natsuki's entire collection. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. Anime Bob. Indeed Matrix. Hello, welcome. What?
That's boob.
I know, but I said Bob.
Boob.
Boob. Booba. Booba. Me and Mari got boba the other day. It was tasty. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. The irony here, huh? Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book. She reads the whole collection. Oh, okay. Oh, music? New music track? Okay. Wherever it is. Pictures. What new picture did I get?
Dicks!
I got dicks! Thank you, Matrix Pancake. Thank you. God. Thank you indeed. Okay, respect part 2. Here we go. We got dicks, chat. We heard it here first. This sucks! Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Well, come on. That's condescending too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know, thanks. It really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am, and I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, do you want to, like, go somewhere after this? What was the reason you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me, so just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but you know, the signs for the literature club says that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remained silent for a while. It's illegal. I just made the rule. It's illegal?
To leave the stream.
To leave the stream? Chat. Why can we not go one stream without fighting? Especially between my mods. You guys are supposed to be better than this. Get your shit together. Low key. Like, come on, guys. That's extremely ridiculous at the end of the day. I'm sorry, I'm tired of you guys fighting with each other all the time. I should be better mod? No, you're actually being a horrible mod when you fight with people in the chat. So like, just like, don't do that. I don't want to like make you guys feel awful. It's just like, why? Why would you guys fight? I don't understand it. It's just so dumb for the tiniest of reasons. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why. Just stop, please. For God's sakes. Alright. I'm not fighting. Well, Nate apparently left because he thought you guys were being too mean to him. I mean, you gotta consider it's hard to tell over text. You know what I'm saying? You said I was a horrible mod. I'm saying that fighting is not a thing a good mod does. I'm not saying you're a horrible mod. I'm saying that when you fight, it's not a thing a good mod should be doing. Sarah understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today, at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm gonna do everything I can to fix this. I promise. Mari, do you think I should turn on emo only chat? I'm gonna turn on for a little bit. Emo only mode.
Try it.
Oh, wait, it doesn't apply to mods, so it doesn't even matter, actually. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica doesnin recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would
How
be
do you
really
spell
tactless to
Monica?
just interrupt them.
How do you spell Monica?
Monika.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be really tactless just to interrupt them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Chat, is this a model that's not one of the 4 girls? What the hell? Chat, this is never before seen. Never before seen. Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I?
I told you she would join. Come on. You know she only joined because she wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club.
I told you I never wanted to join that stupid club.
The
Oh,
face
sure.
count isn't covering anything.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah.
It's just grayed out.
What's up?
I mean, you can keep it down by your
Yeah.
boobs for a little bit. If
I would rather cover her face than her booba.
I'm saying, if we get a new character.
Yeah, I mean, because this way, it kind of looks like I'm the character, doesn't it? Hey, Natsuki, why are you being such a bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kidding. Natsuki's actually being rational.
Oh, sure. Well, we have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. True. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you.
Shut up. Just let me do my thing.
I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, are you gonna buy her smutty fan fiction?
Oh god, Natsuki is me. Oh god, Natsuki is me. Okay.
Well, obviously, I want a signed copy.
That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? Chat, I want to read her fan fiction. Oh. Nate's never had mozzarella sticks?
What?
They're bussin'. Mari's lactose intolerant, and
I'm
even she
lactose
knows they're
intolerant.
bussin'.
And they are bussin'.
Oh.
I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us. I can see a pastor joke about it.
Yeah, sure.
They grew up so fast it brings a tear to my eye.
Natsuki suddenly glances in Monica's direction, prompting Monica to quickly turn away and distance herself.
Diamond saying if they don't exist in your country, move.
What the heck? That was horrible.
Oh, you live in Scotland?
Ooh.
Gross.
I should have said something to defend her. Gross. What the hell?
If they don't have mozzarella sticks in Scotland, then what the
Oh,
fuck are you doing?
I thought you were saying you live in Scotland.
Ew.
Poopy, stinky.
No.
Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. Oh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. Time to murder everyone.
Yep. You are in fact a failure, Monica.
After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monica picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her butt. It's like the literature. Yuri's like, am I your fucking therapist now? It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity.
I'm just very disappointed in Scotland for not having
Scotland forever! Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like, that's on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. I like the sound of your voice. It just makes me feel nice.
Yeah, like my problems aren't the only ones. I get it, you depressed motherfucker.
Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. She's like salivating. Oh, problems.
Disappearing in the background.
Right. Don't mind me. I'll just be in this closet, listening with the door closed. Natsuki has a kind of blunt attitude, you know? It just made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch. They were just so mean to her, telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of manga. It just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was like I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club.
What the fuck? You did?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. He lives in Scotland. Boys. True. Rooster, what's up? Yo!
Rooster.
I'm so
no.
tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends are treating her like that. I'm gonna get them back for it. I'll murder them.
Monica,
Get
delete
them
the game.
back. Get them back.
Yeah, I'll get them back by making sure this is the
Oh my
literature
God.
club that Natsuki wants.
You know what?
Hmm?
Monica had the opportunity to delete all of their tragic backstories and didn't. She had the opportunity to fix my baby's whole life and she didn't. She could have helped them.
Not the one that they want. Sorry, I haven't been around. I didn't have my laptop for like 6 days. No problem, no
What were
problem.
you grounded?
Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door. Hi, I exist! Making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention! For myself, please help me.
An intervention?
I can do that because I'm the vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes! Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Yuri. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. How do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sorry, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monica was afraid of that, not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from the conflict and wait for it to blow over.
They shouldn't die in these ones.
Not in the side stories, no. We've played 2 of them and nothing bad has happened, so. But that's not enough.
That's not true.
Well, listen.
Emotionally damaged.
They're still depressed, but
They're
like,
s-
no one dies.
They still have issues.
They still are damaged.
It's just.
They still all need therapy.
It's
but...
just showing us
Yeah.
the issues more than just.
Yawn. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the club meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener.
Oh.
I just kind of fucking sit here. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess that's for today. It's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Sayori picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk. Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been. Okay, Yuri, eat my hair. I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this classroom then, okay? Monica smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room. She's gonna pull out the frickin' wiki page of her manga. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room.
Why does she need a keyboard?
Like a piano keyboard?
Oh.
It's time. The time for the
Yeah.
next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. You think Sayori's gonna be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori.
I'm gonna send a
You know, you're
certain
right.
image to someone. No, not me.
I'm glad you cleared that up, Wings, for sure. You know, you're
I
right.
think he's lying to us.
Time slowly passes. Monica sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. Yuri and Monica instantly beat the shit out of her. Tell no one! We're here!
But
Welcome
remind
back.
you of your dad yet?
We're here. Time for our massive orgy to get you back into the club, Natsuki.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. Nostalgia. She would stand at the front of the clubroom just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with their own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the Literature Club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Everyone's already left. It's been 3 hours. Okay, everyone. The Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. It's an acronym. It stands for Managing, Analysis, Necronomicon, Gay Animes.
Managing what?
I don't even remember. Anyway, today we're gonna learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on! Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. So show me. Show me your Yuri on Ice.
Does she have it? Oh,
I don't
God,
know.
I would be so happy.
But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. Oh, chat, do you want to be famous? I don't. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. That's not true. Monica planned on this by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. There was a lot of hair pulling and biting. Not that kind. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. Yuri, not now. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that.
Are you sure, Monica?
Not now, Yuri.
Are
Gosh.
you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, Yuri. Come on.
I think you're full of it.
It's my vision to let us freely express that, and it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into. Monica
I want
smiles.
the image.
She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me.
Oh, wait, I
Sorry.
think the image was sent to me.
Sayori, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. Rat. But I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. I want show me. Oh, a week has passed since Natsuki returned to the Literature Club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why?
Not particularly? Not.
Particularly. Because I'm a smart girl. I'm British. Oh, there's just something I wanted to show you if I had a few minutes. Sure, what is it?
We
It's
stay
not in here.
hungry, we
Can you follow me to
devour.
the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. The music room. The music room! Look at it, chat! It's the music room. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sarah, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place we could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I finally understood that. Because you taught me a lot about myself. Like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just brought a bunch of manga and then got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that someone... I just wish that sometimes people would try to... There's like someone in the back of the music room like pumping that song.
Oh my god! I would put my headphones on and blast!
I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monica listens, she recalls how vividly Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monica takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, I just think I felt like kind of embarrassing to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you of all people were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, alright? You were reading Parfait Girls? Oh, you have good taste. Just one volume, and I kind of picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate, because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was, if I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Oh my god, she's gonna... Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. Beautiful. Monica would absolutely read yaoi. Yes, it's true.
10 out of 10.
I always felt like I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself, the parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because, you know, you just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. She's gonna play the thing. Oh, it's different. Okay.
It's because it's not the end.
Oh, look at the... We got the fade. Yo, it just turns into like a rap music video. Like the girls in like Supreme jackets walking down the hallway like...
A rainbow in the background. No kiss.
Right.
Which button for the turning on of the fans?
The second one.
This one. Yeah. Okay.
Hello, by the way, Llama Drama. Didn't realize she was here.
Oh no, I heard her come in. I said, hey, I think there's someone else here.
Yeah, I thought you were just talking about my parents or something.
No, I was just...
You were talking about my sister.
Yeah.
Llama Drama collab? I respect it. I respect
Do they want to see
LGBTQ+.
Llama Drama in your setup?
They have before.
Should we put Llama Drama in the seat?
That'd be funny.
And then I just...
Rooster Pogged. Hello, I am death for you. I am
Llama's
death
not
for
here
you
right
respects
now.
LGBTQ+, and honestly, I just love the aesthetic of like intensely goth, but like also like like waving pride flag. I love that aesthetic. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yes, it's a great aesthetic.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Right. Look at the piano.
Joke's on you, I wouldn't do that. Not with my family. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Tomorrow's thing. My extended family is coming over, and they're from the south. That's all. That was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're all like already a pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. Mr. Beast is remaking Squid Game. I just got a Squid Game YouTube notification. Uh-oh. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped me shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think it's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn ass to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I like your butt. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet you're thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well,
eldest sibling played this game.
has Llama played this game? Llama definitely knows about this game. She watched Game Grumps play it,
Okay, so
but I don't think she's played it. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. You can hide in it as long as you want. I'll tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's cupcakes. It's fucking, it's
Bring in
cupcake. It's
the
the
cupcakes. Bring in the
cupcakes.
cupcakes.
The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty
Bring the
one.
cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Cupcakes. We have mail. Ethics. Uh-oh.
Have you actually
Simply
read
put,
any
it's
of
not our
these?
job to arbitrarily decide on some code of ethics because we're the first ones to do this to our knowledge. That's the government's job to figure out as long as we made enough headway for it to no longer apply to us. Ethical reasoning is the same because humanity's code of ethics is based on nothing more than our knowledge and understanding of life forms similar. We don't have ethics for killing
This might be
bacteria
an
or
unpopular
plants.
opinion, but I've never liked Game Grumps.
It's fine. The humans in our VMs operate completely different from us on a fundamental level and therefore should not be taken any more seriously than a machine that's programmed to print I feel sad. We're engineers, not philosophers. By the way, there was a thing. Wait, it was files, internal. It was like 220, right? No, what was it? 221. Can I look at this yet? Oh, I missed it. Gosh. Frick, dude. I was supposed to. I'm able to look at that at 240. And I missed it because I was busy doing side stories. Ah, so sad. I guess I'll just have to do it later. Pictures. Which one? Okay, I got this. Adorable. Setting as wallpaper. Oh, and I got this one too. That's also adorable. Anything else? Aha! Piano. You're the piano man. Look at the... Oh, that's fun. Okay, and I think that's it for those. Oh, there's new music as well. Ah, right, my song, your note. Fun. Alright, side story. Balance. Sayori and Natsuki. Let's go. Natsuki. While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga on the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Hi. Hi. The literature club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monika, who has multiple literary interests, decides to focus her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy, with a little help and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monika decided to give the club members this week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery.
Romance.
I like all those things. Especially with you. Or Sayori reaches out and pulls out a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes?
Nope. That's the point.
You wouldn't like that one. That's my gate, Yuri. Hold on. In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand, then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't really start to get
Look how
good.
dissatisfied she is.
Sayori's like,
putting it away.
Sayori's like, I wanted to read lesbian manga.
Wanted to read
Urgh.
it.
I guess I'll just have to make my own. A lot of these don't start to get good until the first few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they are already really into manga. I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that, although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books. No, I have the attention span of a donut, but I love my friends and I can do anything if it's for them. Oh, well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read. I didn't say I was a donut, just that I had the attention span of one.
Well-
Aw, you were just trying to call me sweet. You're so cute.
Yuri is a character. Yaoi is.
No, okay, so Yaoi is boy love. Yuri is a name of one of the characters in this game, but Yuri
Yeah.
also means girl love.
Does it really?
It does.
Really?
Yeah, so Yaoi is like a manga of 2 gay boys, and if it's 2 gay girls, then it's called Yuri.
Yaoi is for.
Boys. Yuri is for girls. Kind of like how gay versus lesbian are 2 different things. Learn something new every day. Anyways, oh, you're just trying to call me sweet. You're so cute. No, how did you get to that conclusion? Nate just sipping on his Rister mug.
It
You want to
is.
become famous, Jen? Alright. And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Oh, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. Oh, now we're alone. If someone asks you to stop, then you need to just stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to hurt you. Nah, sorry, it wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling out a second chair over to chat. I wonder if it's like a Kodako situation where she doesn't like being called, like, you know, from that game, she didn't like being called gentle because of her past. I wonder if Natsuki doesn't like being called cute because of something similar.
Okay,
Chat, that'd be awful.
But first, Yuri translates into literally to Lily, and it's a relatively common Japanese female name. White lilies have been used since the Romantic era of Japanese literature to symbolize beauty and purity in women. So, there's that definition with all of these pictures. I'm like, yeah, beauty in women.
Right?
Yeah,
Natsuki
that's-
shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson.
Maybe I should watch this or read it. I don't know.
Citrus?
Maybe.
I don't know. Suri speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Yuri looking at Yuri. Yuri looking at Yuri. Oh.
This whole thing, I'm saving it.
Just save it. Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you found out, like, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. Oh, never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. But you don't want to finish this first? Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just... Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. What is Yuri? After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I can just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if she meant to say that to her, or if I just can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I am a woman of respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Oh, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just like little signs. Like how she says hi to me only after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. Manga? 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 She just has like an episode. Like, what the fuck? She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I first brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay. I try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. Big follows are becoming prominent again, damn. But the problem is, Rooster, none of their links effing work. Like, even if the messages get spammed in the chat, none of the links work. You know what I'm saying? So it's dumb. I'm gonna go watch the video and come back. Bye, nerd. Oh, Wings left us. I can't believe it. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Yuri? Are you looking at Yuri? But you can always talk
the
to me about any
character, yeah.
concerns you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Siri gives Monika a quick hug. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her. And I want to get closer to her. You got this, my lesbian friend. Gah. Who even needs that asshole chat, honestly? After the next club meeting, Suri is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Suri pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Suri. You can't just start in the middle. There are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Suri plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of a page being released from beneath her thumb. From Suri's side, only the light tapping noises of her pen, meaning paper, can be heard. Time passes. Suri's paper is filled with scribbles, and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Want to read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Suri slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. Why does this just why does this just say I love girls 52 times? Oh shit, wrong poem. She slides the paper back over to Saori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it's just an observation. I think people can get close to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. And I just realized how similar my Natsuki and Sayori voices are. God damn it. Well, Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone I'd feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am. So, you write poems? Ah, shit. You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but you should... I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault, it just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. What are you seeing? Mari, you're crying. Can you show me? Can you share? Would you ever feel comfortable with sharing what you're looking at?
Not on stream.
I saw that last night.
Hold on. Back it up.
Chat, you will never know what's making us laugh so hard. And yes, it is what you're thinking.
I want that image out of my state.
It's so funny though.
I don't ever want to see that again.
Oh, anyways, I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet. Sure. Now you gotta tell me now. Well,
No.
yeah, Mari said no. Sorry, Mom said no. I can't. Over the next few days, Saori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki
Okay,
with
so,
unwavering
like,
enthusiasm.
I don't get the other one, but I get this one. Like, this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Because the internet is just awful.
Terrifying.
Your voice was going. It was terrifying. this poor friend. Penelope von Schweetz.
Oh no! I know that's a thing. There are people who ship them, and I'm like,
I know.
she's a child.
I know, dude.
It's a child.
Anyways, I'm back. I was eating nuggets. Yeah, sorry. Mari was looking up cursed things on the internet again.
Hey, this is different than last time.
Is it different than last? Is it really?
Yes. It's very
It's
different.
Natsuki. Stop looking at the list. That's not it.
That's not it.
It's not it.
No, you need to shut up before they do
Natsuki.
get it.
Now, hi Natsuki. Oh my god, this is a compilation. At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. If you find any other ones that make you emotional, show them to me. It's cool that you've been finding ways to spend time with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah, I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk to people behind their backs. About people behind their backs. Oh. That's Shrek? I need to see. Hold up. No, you won't even show that one to me.
It's already gone.
Okay. You are wheezing like an air balloon. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more.
Okay.
It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Monica shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes by everyone else's massive boobs. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. Like she clomped me the other day. She was right all over me. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends. Which one? And like everyone, and instantly become best friends with them and like share everything about myself. That's not how it works.
I hate how these are decent. Mixed in with like the one we saw earlier.
I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. I don't like it when Monica says you can trust me. It's true.
I don't trust her.
Who knew playing one of the hardest JRPG series would actually be hard? I didn't either. It's fine. Why would you have? Chat, should I buy a Persona game?
So much.
Persona 4 Golden is on Steam. Should I buy it? I know, I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have
Because
realized.
Why is there so much of that
I
on
don't
the
know. I
internet?
hate that. It's like my biggest pet peeve. Monica navigates through her twinge of guilt, which is surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I don't know. I could divert her into another club activity for you or something. No, wait, that would be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that went through. Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. Preach. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just your face just pogged. Let me see. Your face just pogged, Mari. That one's good. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's not Persona, it's the original series it's based off of, Shin Megami Tensei. I have heard that series before. I've heard of it. It's fine. I would like to talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I just brought up Persona because I was thinking about JRPGs. I feel like it would just make her constantly be afraid that something's bothering me. Or that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Yes. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. It's really good, but God, is it hard. Sayori wants to be the best she can for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. I just feel so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. Monica shrugs. It's the literature club. You dumb bitch. Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey! Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Yuri? Look, I know you're in kind of a rough spot, and it's hard for you to really express yourself. Persona isn't good, Kappa. Sir. But you really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you.
Pink or
I think that's the Black. Pink or black? I'll choose black. What is it? Oh, you're just gonna take what my choice was and not even. Okay. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things.
It's a
So
surprise for December.
it's a surprise for December. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse not to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things, and she finishes her thoughts in a mumble. I'm so glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monica smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. Roblox and Minecraft. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Dude, Diamond, what does he even play except Roblox and Minecraft? It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything really was going to be okay. What's up? Here we go. Balance part 2.
It's just all really pretty.
Which one? Huh? It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki! I never run into the other club members outside of around the school. Natsuki! Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. And you say I play too much Minecraft. Easter egg. And then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey, she definitely saw me. Monika's the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki.
Not what I wanted, but
Oh, not what you wanted.
I mean it is.
Be careful with that. Make sure to use incognito mode.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside it, is unable to work up the courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to
I don't
share her
know how that
manga.
works.
What?
I don't know how that whole.
How
No,
what
it's,
works?
it's okay. I can do it.
Okay. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I just go home today. Sorry, I haven't literally shown up once this entire side story. I'm literally just here to get my screen time, and also to tell you to stop being a nervous bitch. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No! Why? I'm sulking. Oh.
Wow.
What are you looking up on my phone? Is it because your battery died?
No, it's because it's restricted on my phone.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. What is Mari looking at? I don't know. She hasn't shown me anything. I literally do not know. I'm as clueless as you. No, don't leave me. Oh, I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. Go look at it. She's pulling the phone away, chat. I'm not going to force it. Show it on stream. No, definitely not. I just saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Am I everyone's fucking therapist now? Not bad. Hey! Sorry, I thought it was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh, well that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more instead of get closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga, but she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Why co-host hiding from stream? Why are you hiding from stream, my co-host?
Are they actually talking about me?
Yes. Because you are definitely hiding from the stream. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. But was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Stripe, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want them to be spending time with them. Of course, I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Suri nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time and it was being threatened with an interruption, then it would just not make me very happy. Yeah, but it doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's similar. It's, well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together, but the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside of the club. Thank God. It could be she simply needs to make friends at her own pace rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I really was bothering her.
I have so many different sizes that makes my heart happy.
Sizes? What are you looking at? Can you at least show me? I won't tell the stream. Now I'm curious. Where are the other boobas at? Natsuki looks over at Suri. Oh shit, this bitch here. I can't lose my friends like this.
Other kinds of clothing.
Oh,
by
it's-
this company.
Oh, it's just clothing?
By this company.
That's like nothing. Are you for real? Making me overreact over here. It's literally nothing. Okay. It's literally nothing. It's literally just a hoodie.
I said other things by this company.
Oh.
What's the company? Think about it. Think about it.
I thought you were saying, you said other things like the other clothing items. I didn't know you were talking about the
Other clothing items.
other clothing. Right, gotcha.
Oh my
Chat,
God.
I'm a little oblivious. It's okay.
You're stupid.
I got called stupid by my own girlfriend.
I love you, but you're really stupid sometimes.
Chat, let it be known I have an A in all of my classes, but I'm still a dumbass, and that's my
That is a
aesthetic. That's my true aesthetic. I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one.
I'm also really glad that. What do you mean? What do I mean? Sometimes. When did I say some? I feel like I said that a lot.
Was I actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking everyone's therapist. Jesus Christ. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so why was I so selfish? Even if all that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. Imagine getting more than one A a year. It's true. But I wasn't really careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed so social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? Sayori, I think that, well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think if there was realistically to consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me. I can things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly Natsuri gives Yuri a gentle hug. Booba, you're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. I guess I am everyone's therapist, which is ironic coming from fucking me. And my friends deserve happiness. Sorry, beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she doesn't want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy.
What are the 20?
But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to as big of boobs as you, Yuri. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that.
Are you
It's very mature of you, Suri.
boobs?
Yes, I
Okay.
am. I have been the whole
I'm
time.
just making sure.
That's very mature of you, Suri.
Whoa.
Like my boobs. I'm mature. Suri hops down on her toes. So does that mean you'll be going home after all? Suri shakes her head. I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh! Suri steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the club room, Suri interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Me and that bitch? Suri, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Suri follows. Did you know bitch means female dog? I do. I did know that. The club room is quiet. When Suri walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Suri smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, buried in some boobs. Suri decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. I have bitches, Rister? Oh, you have female dogs. Cool. However, I'm more of a cat person. However, it looks like Natsuki. I'm more of a pussy person.
I heard it before you did.
However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it.
What?
Ooh, are we writing today? So Monica speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace in the club room. She kneels down on Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it in with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Monica follows Natsuki's glaze. Donut. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks down behind her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monica to see. It says, to Sayori. Understanding, Monica smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, I'm proud of you. Meet me in the girls' bathroom in 5 minutes. Oh shit! Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Ooh, makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. I love it. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing up and pulling away.
Shoulder.
There we go. Natsuki's gaze.
Natsuki. Nut.
The end of the club meeting
Just
passes.
nut.
I have a lot of pets. I have 10
Bust.
pussies and 5 bitches.
Bust nut.
Each bitch has 2 pussies. Do you know that comic that's like, you love this girl, right? Yeah. Why won't you date her? 10 legs. And then the other guy looks at the first guy and he goes, 7 vaginas.
No.
It's fucking hilarious. Yuri has already departed. She's fucking dead. So is Monica, after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it to a proper location. Sorry, I didn't know where it's supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither of them can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sora turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sora carries herself out of the club room.
Misguided lifestyle bodysuit.
How ironic for that company to sell clothing called Misguided
Oh, man.
Lifestyle. Once in the hallway,
Oh,
Suri
man.
takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks, the ones on her face, to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Suri turns back to face Natsuki. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too, but you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. First of all,
Massive boob job.
she cuts herself short, continuing to struggle. Man.
Two sentences that don't go together. She needs a boob job. She cuts herself short. Kiss
Man,
already.
I
see
really-
no boobs.
I really know.
I was talking about what I was watching on.
To be fair, these are the two flattest girls in the club.
That's not what I was talking about.
She cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stammers her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to, like... Sorry, I need a sip of soda. I mean, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable, especially when it comes to, like feelings and stuff. So, I love you! Face burning, Natsuki clams up again. She turns into a lobster. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Suri to take. The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my feelings, my fears. Sometimes I feel so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my... This is from Natsuki. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture. An eye peeks through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door and I'll show you the best place in the world. It's a poem. But I thought, well, I sucked it up so I could work things out with you. So just kiss me, please. I'm kidding. They didn't actually say that, Mari. I'm sorry. Suri smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you could do this for me. Touch what? I don't know. I've actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And we probably have different ways we like to make friends. About like the friendship stuff. I mean, it's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking I just popped all of your toes. I was thinking it's silly that I approach you all the time and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again. What's more thing about that? Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want to be balanced like you said. Suri nods. I understand. We'll make sure that together then.
Would you be upset with me if I wanted to get a bikini from this company?
No, I would not be upset with you if you wanted to get a bikini from that company.
Would you be upset with me if I wore it to the pool without you?
I would not be upset if you
Would
wore
you
it
be
to the pool
jealous?
without me. I would be sad that I couldn't go. Well, anyway, now that the two of them have found some common ground and Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not going to be like sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to do once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying, more importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend. What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Huh? Oh, from the manga. Oh, thank God. I thought she started dating that asshole Chat. What a piece of work that guy was.
Just imagine the world.
Where's Chat at? Gone, thankfully. F the Chat from the game, honestly. F that guy.
Yeah.
What did we do?
But you guys didn't.
Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. The two walk down the hallway together. Oh my God, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last two chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Oh, you wanted to enjoy it with me. I'm leaving. I'll be Discord. No longer Chat, Diamond, no. I was talking about the chat in the game, Diamond, not you. Not you. That's so cute. Oh, shush. Alright, we did another one. Amen. Nice. Reflection, Yuri and Monica. Let's go. Here we go. Am I bothering you? No. Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It makes me scared to interrupt. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read her. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. Oh boy. Okay. That makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a little bit of prodding. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work, so it can be healthy to put myself in a social environment every now and then. I already left. Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot to even publish that stream thing? So sad. Wings DM'd me. Fucking the image. God. Regardless is level 18 in my Discord. Holy shit. I think he's like higher level than I am, honestly. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with. Yuri glances around the room at Sayori and Natsuki. Sayori has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing into the air, but pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. Maybe I should say something. No need. They just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They've become really good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Sayori seems particularly good at making that happen, but the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, come to think of it, you and I haven't had many chances to talk one-on-one, have we? Though that may be partially my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Not at all. I've probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. The responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage. Well, what about during times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh, but I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Do you always read fantasy? Oh, not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of this series. There's still 2 more books after this one. I guess those long books suit you well since you spend so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I'll read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Even like romance? Well, with you, yeah. There are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Oh, come on, Yuri, you know what I mean. Monica lowers her voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. These two are fucking...
You want to see another one?
Sure. Sheesh. Oh, maybe more when I was in middle school. I read this. I read this one fan fiction online by some user called Pink-Haired Cupcake Lover 23. It was really mature. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot, so I kind of felt like, please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, I just got super curious. How do you check leaderboard levels? No fucking clue. Like in the Discord? You know, we should totally pick out a random romance novel to read. That'd be so much fun. Absolutely not. Really? Even if it was just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki. Ouch. So sorry. I swear I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past, too. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience. There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it, too. Hi, you talking about me, bitch? No, we were just talking about how our interests have changed over the years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki? Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then. Oh, I'm so hard now. Oh yeah? What was it that inspired you to get more into it? I don't know. I guess, let me think. It was after I discovered a series that I really liked. Yeah, I was just like really fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series that I really related to. I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself. Kind of like Yuri. Monica! Sorry. That's completely wrong, so... It's so cool that you both really found your thing. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they really helped you through a lot of hard times. You know it. Well, what the heck? Is that book even bigger than the last one you were reading? It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much. How high do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series? Natsuki eliminates by holding her hand high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack. I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long, so I can say I've read more than you. Not that I have the money for that. Please, that would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page. I know, I was just joking. I can never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me. Yuri shoots a glare at Natsuki. She takes out her knife and stabs her. It's not boring. Chill, I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted.
Oh,
Sorry, are those from the floor? Oh, Sayori's eating cookie off the floor. That's wonderful. Gross. Also, wash your hands before touching any of my books. My hands aren't dirty. Just do it. The oils are there even if you can't see them. Wow. Fine. Sayori trots out the door and Natsuki follows. Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? Well, she did correct herself. Hardly. She was so condescending. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well how much these things mean to me. So how about just leave me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it? I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like, especially in a literature club. So I should figure out how to mediate discussions and keep them positive and constructive. Wash your fucking hands, Rister. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books and also your ability to get through them so quickly. Thank you. Okay, well this is something I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. That then. Either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, everyone. We have a special club meeting today. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. But that also means we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn differences into positive energy for each other. Aren't you being a little dramatic about this? This is important to me. Well, sorry, I just feel like I'm being accused or something. No, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if I came off that way. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language, and I thought it'd be a great topic for a literature club, don't you think? I'm sure we're gonna have differences in opinion a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club. If you say so, sure. The cool thing about literature is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when we're receiving our thoughts. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, Siri, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by category. Should I start with snacks or do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast? Oh jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy, cherries. Really? I always thought cherries tasted nasty. What? Cherries are delicious. Well, that's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. How does it make you feel? I don't know, sad? Defensive, maybe? Yeah, I got defensive. See, the reason you had such a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? Sometimes something like taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging Siri's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty. Wait, hold on! How is it objective when you just said it was only your own opinion? It has nothing to do with the way our brains interpret the words. You're talking about the reality of the cherries, not your feelings about them. Like Sayori, let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good! So what if instead I said that, like, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. Well, that's fine, as long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is a nasty word. Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. Wings is under my bed. Honestly, I think Wings is under my bed too.
Yeah, he gets a lot of
Every once in a while, I see like a hamster crawl out from the bed, and I just know it's him. This time around, instead of talking about cherries, I just talked about my feelings, and Sarah didn't get defensive. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. You don't need to take notes. I'm not gonna quiz you on something. I know that. It was just for my own use. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you'd like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings. Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across with other people. I'm only suggesting it as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience, rather than an argument. They should make a game like this, but all the women are extremely gay for each other. That would be awesome. That is this game.
Why? No, but
You think any of these girls are straight? Sorry, I think I broke your big toe.
be
But
more.
more gay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
excessively.
Now
Right,
I
Sarah?
feel like you're just trying to objectify lesbians.
I'll say that louder for the people in the back.
Don't objectify lesbians or people who like women who are women.
Do you know that I just thought it's a fun fact. In the sentence, don't objectify women, the word
Is
women
it-
is the
yeah.
object of the sentence. And honestly, I think that just means that the English language needs to
It's
be
fucked, yeah.
We should demolish it.
Yeah, you know why men don't like being called feminine? It's because women are objects.
You kidding me? I love being called feminine. Are you kidding me?
Okay, you're different. You're a little
Call me
weird.
cute. I love it. Anyways, right, Sari? Whatever you say, cherry hater. Oh, come on. Sorry, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. What the heck? You've lied to me. I've been duped.
I've been duped.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I'll make it up to you later. How about a cherry sundae? You are welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president. She called her beloved.
How did we get to objectifying women? Because if you wanted to be more gay and you'd play that game, then that.
This is a lesson straight from the literature club. Buying your people's loyalty. How deplorable. You can buy me, Monica. Oh, like you would turn down a free sundae, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week. I was reading and not keeping track of them. Oh, she ate a lot. Anyways, that's enough. We're getting off topic. So now we have the gist of it. How about we try with something more relevant to the club? Let's talk about girls. Like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive conversation about our differences in opinion. Yuri, do you want to start? Well, manga's fucking disgusting. I'd rather not, no. Oh, how come? Well, because I don't see how anything productive can come from that. It's just going to start a fight. No, it'll be fine. That's why I'm here to moderate. Let's have Monica's my chat mod. It's true. She's in my Discord. Let's just have a calm and rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You don't have to coddle my feelings. I always think it's more respectable to just speak your mind. Respectable? Yuri's expression changes at that word, as Monica recalls being respected was the crux of the matter for Yuri. Well, the point of the exercise isn't exactly like, it's fun. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like. I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond the surface level. Oh, that's just a misunderstanding then. I thought you were gonna say that manga's for children or something. Like, I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep manga. I'm not clueless about manga. I read my own fair share when I was younger. What? Are you serious? How come you never told me? Because I'm past that point in my life, and I really prefer not to revisit it. I read a lot of gay porn in my day.
I read a lot of Yuri when I was young.
That's my nickname, and everyone's like, nickname? I prefer more mature things now. Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? Shit. Huh? Kiss me, Natsuki. Just like that. Well, maybe it's immature for judge people for having different tastes than you. Natsuki. Nobody's immature. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy, and I love them both in their own way. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, it bores me. That's subjective. But, I mean, the thing about... This is ridiculous. You fucking bitch. Don't you see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it was just going to make people upset. I'm not upset! I'm not upset! Like, okay, that's fair, Rooster. Like I said, I don't care what other people think, but I always get the impression that you secretly look down upon me, so I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. That's not true at all. You're making assumptions. You can't blame me for getting defenses when nobody ever has the least bit of respect for the things that I'm into. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. What? Have you looked in a mirror? Tell me again about respect after calling all of my interests immature. You can't. Please stop. Please. You don't mean the things you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. Why is Sayori so much better than the main character was in the main game? Because the main character would have just been like, oh, which girl has the bigger boobs? I'll side with them. Clearly Natsuki.
Natsuki's got my heart, but Yuri's got the boobs.
Yeah. Natsuki has my heart, but Yuri has my hands. Like, Natsuki fills my heart, Yuri fills my hands. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. So please don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time, okay? Yuri's piercing words sent the club room into a choked silence as she gathers her things.
Big are
She
your
leaves.
things? No, I wouldn't.
Try to see if they're bigger than yours. Holy crap! I've never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. She's a pissy baby. Well, you weren't very nice either, so. I was just saying, how did this happen? The Backstreet Boys are breaking up! It's my fault. Yuri wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am at dealing with conflicts. That was a really stupid thing for me to do. It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. But I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. Honestly, she kind of brought it up on herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga, but if you actually look down on people for it, that's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things. It's about just recognizing and understanding our differences. Okay, but here's the thing about that. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you were trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her, not just the way we talk to each other, right? I mean, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. Wow, I'm just like
How can I
saying that
not
instinctively.
find this?
I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. This wasn't your fault. Probably because the devs probably like never confirmed it or anything. Like, the Danganronpa devs actually made a statement like, here's the bust size of every single one of our characters. But I doubt Dan Salvato did anything like that. And yes, that is a thing. You can go on Google and just look up whichever one you want. This wasn't your fault, Monica. You don't have to beat yourself up over
This
it.
is exactly what I was thinking of when I saw her in that sweater.
If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out, because I can just move on now. But it's fine, I promise. Just get their mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding Yuri's superiority complex. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read manga whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. Gundam's chest size?
Okay.
Sheesh, dude. I mean, I don't have the answers, but I at least know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Monica says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. This was bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other the least out of anyone, and this is the reason. As Sario and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monica sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Will the club really have to come to terms with the fact that some members will just be incompatible with each other? Monica desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayori doesn't either. But for once, the solution doesn't seem to be in sight. This is taking so fucking long. Okay, side stories. Reflection part 2. Let's go.
Dude, why is it not loading?
The last one is called Self-Love. A new day arrives. Sayori arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, primed to jot down her thoughts. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve her best as her best inspiration for poetry. My heart feels vacant because the ship sailed away. Yo! Ah! Natsuki! Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you, but it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I thought you wanted me listening on your poetry thing. Yeah, thanks for realizing that. Should I let you finish that up then? No, it wasn't. I mean, I just do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting. Where's Monica, by the way? What?
I need a finger.
A finger. Finger. Where's Monica, by the way? Oh, you need this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
she's
is talking
out in the
about
hallway.
these-
Huh? Why? Well,
These two. Yeah.
okay. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the club room by herself, so... Oh, Jesus, Yuri really let things bother her for that long? She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. She uses cocaine. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while, but as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. Let's figure this out together. Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. Well, I know where they're coming from. Starts with a P, has an A in it. Actually, 2 of them, and 2 P's. I was happy the way things were before we had to have that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga? Maybe. I doubt it, though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore them. But something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting it happen. Is it because it came from Yuri? No, why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide they don't like me, or manga, or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. What's gonna be the Wednesday game after this? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm sorry, because everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? After this? Obviously not. What about before this? Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated. I see. But you know, I like Yuri's books. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? Yuri shakes her head. I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy to just let go with. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But the most important thing is that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. And I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think. How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with people. Like first it was with Monica when I was new to the club, and then it was with you, and now it's Yuri. It's like I'm always like, oh, that person's being such a jerk, and if they just realize that, then we can get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everyone's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. I don't know why, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki. Sayori puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulders. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes that makes it hard for us to understand each other. I think that sometimes we get lucky and make friends who are really good at the same kind of communication, and it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles a lot with too. The Steam sale just dropped? Oh shit. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of reflection and self-awareness. And vulnerability. I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. Like my friends, and I guess my dad. Like when I don't get good grades, or even stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what am I gonna do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, then it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everyone else's fault. It's like if something goes wrong, then there's usually a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry and I find ways to blame everyone else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yuri? If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself. No, our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about ourselves. That's a part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase and that I'm just way above that garbage. But I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible. You are not your feelings. But you are not your feelings. Say that to yourself, out loud. Fine. I am not my feelings. The way I like to picture is that those feelings are like your roommate. You live in the same house and you gotta see each other every day. And even if you can ignore each other most of the time, you're gonna run into each other every now and then. It's gonna make you feel like poop. So the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other and then help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand? It's 30% off? Nice. The Persona 4, yeah. How do you know so much about this stuff? I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Called depression. I didn't ad-lib that line.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What? Do you wanna see the transcript? I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Called depression. Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know.
Depression gets the best of it.
I am not my feelings. Well, shit. I want to be a good person like you. Oh, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monica. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Natsuki remained silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Sayori's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seemed to fill her, as though flowing from a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No, it wasn't as though she inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged and left alone any longer. There's a pixel organ that's under $4. Okay. Yuri?
I'm as tall as Yuri.
That's awesome. Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you.
Alright, please don't yell at me.
Oh, I'm not going to yell at you. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair for me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I want you to try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me? I thought you were the one mad at me. I was so awful yesterday. Yuri calls up, recalling the details of the argument. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Hold on.
Measurements. I want.
That's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Oh my god, look at all this shit. Oh my god, that's funny. Monica takes a seat next to her on the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns and I can't get away from them. What kind of negative thought patterns? Like everyone hates me, especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because Monica thinks back to the time that she found herself in that altercation with Natsuki, and how a display of maturity from Monica was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels she needs to protect herself. But you know, she's really not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She just, well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first before she feels comfortable returning it. Oh, that means the burden is on me. I don't know how to say things like that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, Yuri shakes her head at herself and tugs on her hair. It's okay, Yuri, you don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you. Huh, yeah, you don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place, because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said that she found it more respectable when people speak their mind, so I did, and then she hated me anyway. That was enough for her to confirm my fears. But Sayori and I like you, and we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Yuri doesn't seem to have a good response. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. That's not what I meant, really. I was wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for someone to me to just treat me like I'm inferior just by my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. It makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. My feelings about her are wrong. And I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri. Feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like that's something I learned when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things, or we can, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I can never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's just about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. You guys know my height, right? I do not, Rooster. Yuri wears a dejected expression. You make it sound so easy. You're so mature and so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri, I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They don't come naturally to me either. 6'3", damn.
Wow!
It's really hard to, reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I'm a tall bitch. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate it to her. Communicate what? How I feel. But it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of that getting in the way. I can't stand it when the piece is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the piece is disturbed, right? Shit. The literature club should be happy for everyone. Monica looks at Yuri in adoration. I feel like Sari must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you now. What?
I did the math!
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, well, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind, so... Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle, and I love when you communicate your feelings.
She's got 37 inches, and I'm 40.
That's good. I feel lucky to get that side of you, and I'm sure Natsuki will too.
Anyways.
I'm going to write her a letter. Oh, a letter? What a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and I say things that I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. Her dick hardens too. People don't naturally gravitate toward me like they do for you and Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that, and I wouldn't want it to be. But something I've learned is that friendship don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I would have never seen myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposite in a lot of ways, but I'm friends with her because she puts so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both give me a lot of time and patience. Okay. And I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought that if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. There's always that type of person, or a magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that. Always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Yuri shakes her head. Friendship happens when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand them, and respect them, and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations? Monica is caught by surprise. Yuri has always kept to herself so much that it's unusual to hear her suddenly talk about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayori too. It makes me happy because I learn a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Monica never thought much of it, but in the past week, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. I told you I'm everyone's fucking therapist. It's true. Sayori and Monica are naturally more comfortable with people and can more easily work through situations of conflict. Well, it doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monica can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. A very shy girl with long, pretty hair is wandering the bustling lunchtime hallways, her fists pressed into her collarbone. When she finds the literature club president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before appearing inside. Monica is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected, this was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monica glances toward the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can regain composure and decide for sure to leave, the classroom door gently opens. Yuri? What a surprise to see you during lunch. Yuri squeaks a response. Please help me. What? Is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. Don't know how to write letters. Haha, thank goodness. I thought there was some kind of emergency. Monica briefly glances over her shoulders and at her other friends. Do you want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad for taking you away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We weren't doing anything. One sec. Monica trots back to her classroom, saying something like, I gotta go to her friends, then grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monica as the two of them set off. How are you today? Huh? Me? Well, yes. Oh gosh, sorry, I just caught off guard. I'm doing well today, just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. How come? Oh, I don't know, I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Me too, I do that too! Hey, this classroom's empty, let's go in here. After peering inside, Monica opens the classroom door and the two of them enter. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monica pulls 2 chairs up to the same desk, then obeys as Monica beckons her to take a seat. She stares down at the empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. Gosh, you must be really determined. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. Then she picks up her pen. Oh! Hey, you're left-handed. That's neat.
Oh!
Look at them. Yeah. No, I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Monica playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Anyway. Anyway, how about we start by listening to different things you want to say to her? Yuri thinks. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. Oh, it's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But never mind, I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment, her attention evident. Then she writes the word reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why we act like this toward each other, but have been able to separately be friends with Surya and Monica. That's me. Yes, it is. So, Yuri thinks, I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. The same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as plenty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted, but she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I stopped making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that too. So what kind of things do you want to do for her? I want to do the same things for her that I like to receive. I like it when people respond positively to the things I talk about and not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously, and I like when you and Sarah trust that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. Yuri writes some things down. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki's feeling vulnerable, so we should make sure that the letter puts her first. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone all the things they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them, and admit the things you feel you could do better. And then finally, you ask what you would like in return. How does that sound for structure? It could be 3 paragraphs, 1 for each of those points. I like that. My thoughts were so disorganized I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these things. Oh, stop. You've done so, you're good at kissing. Speed talking. I do talk fast, I'm sorry. You've done so much more than I have, you know? You spend so much time reflecting and being open-minded. That's the hardest hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put it on a piece of paper. So I think you're the amazing one. Fucking take me right now. Monica gives Yuri's hand a quick squeeze. But as she lets go, she's caught by surprise when Yuri curls her fingers to hook Monica's hand in place. They're holding hands. They're holding hands. They're holding hands. For a while, they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of Yuri's pen against the paper. Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was that? The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, but they're just a state of being we need to come in terms with. It made me think about how a person's behavior isn't just always how they decide to be. It's also made up of their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow. Is that how you felt about Natsuki? Yuri nods. But in reality, everyone is always trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monica peers over at Yuri's paper, but as her surprise, Yuri pulls it in closer, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it to help you, out, you know? It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I actually prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I've always thought you were really smart, but Yuri smiles. I'll always be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible to me, I'll never get the hang of being one. I am a robot. But listening to you has really helped me make so much more sense of some things. So just don't call it damage, please. Monica gives Yuri a gentle smile. I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks and all I got was real friends who value me. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. As you wish. Ah! Either that or my brain got slower. True. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish?
Keep going like that and I will.
Before the end of the day, probably. But I don't want to come to the club the same day Natsuki reads it. Oh, damn. I'm too shy. I can give it to her instead if you'd like. Yuri nods, as long as you promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Give me your number. Good luck. I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod and the two depart. She's like, I gotta send a letter to her to let her know it's ready. Shit.
She's got
Issues caused by unprotected memory.
unprotected
Has-
memory.
Has anyone evaluated the side effects that might be caused by sharing a memory pool between multiple VMs rather than allocating them separately? I've looked at some of the files VM1 is generating and find some information that definitely shouldn't be there. I haven't seen any evidence this is actually infecting the inside of VM itself, so I don't think this is a priority, but it's definitely worth noting. But I guess my best guess is that the memory being freed from VM2 isn't getting zeroed out, which technically gives VM1 access to it. All the info I have will go to the issue tracker, but I want to check if anyone else actually noticed something along these lines.
Talking about Monica.
I think so.
Done with
Balance too. Look at that. That's cute. And then
not done yet.
balance
There's still
too.
a lot more left.
no.
We
There's
have
two
it.
more side stories.
2 hours and 4 minutes.
Yes. Oh, okay. This is a poem by Natsuki. Okay, there's this poem here, which I think is probably going to be at the end, or that's going to be with the Dan. Yeah, that's probably Dan's poem. Okay. A poem about Natsuki distributed at special events in the past. I named my pen The Expression Express. My feelings aboard with the ticket to you. No room for stammers, no lies, no extra stops, no compromise. Station screaming by, attendants saying hi. One ticket to you, please and thank you. Take a headphone and doze. No bumps in the rails, just thumps in my heart, and loops in my letters, and clouds in the sky, and dreams in your eyes. Hey, wake up, the train has arrived. Expression Express, destined to you. Choo choo. Dan Salvato, the creator of the game. I think he has a thank you note that is like a secret ending, so we're gonna get it eventually. A small, quiet stairwell, which Yuri sometimes prefers as a reading location. Okay, did we get anything else? We did not. Okay, we have 3 more special poems to get.
Imagine
So
the more we do, the more blanks start showing up. We're like, fuck.
no, I have 3 more CGI pictures. So this will be the next side story, a final side story, the 7th one, and then something here.
And then the mystery 8th one, which we
Right.
talked about.
No fucking clue what that is. But at least we got all the wallpapers. We do be getting all the wallpapered though.
Is it bad if I think my first 100% on stream is going to be Among Us?
Yes. Yes, it is. Anyway, chat, that's going to be in the stream today. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you all here. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. We don't really have the people for a raid right now, so I will see you all farewell later. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Farewell, everybody.